Hi everybody, today I'm making a Halloween Pom Pom wreath that I saw at home. Not at my home, at home, the store. It's just black, orange, and white felted balls. I'm using Pom Poms because I don't have it in me to make 150 felted balls. I can make 150 Pom Poms though. Easy. Kinda. Not really. When I last did a Pom Pom wreath, I made all of them by hand. I can't do that with this one because my hands don't work like they did last year. So this is a Swift. It is used to put yarn on after it's on a spinning wheel. It goes from the spinning wheel to the Swift, makes a big loop of it, tie it into a hank. If you don't have this, which I'm thinking a lot of you probably won't, and if you do, you probably have the umbrella one, you can use pretty much anything that you can string yarn between. Whether it's two chairs, you know, back to back, what is that thing on the stairs? Like a newel post, and then like something else anchored somewhere. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do on this, and then you'll be like, oh, well, I can put that between, you know, a clamp on the end of the table and the handle to the refrigerator. I don't know. Okay, so this is the yarn I'm using. It was on sale at Michael's this weekend, Impeccable. It's covered in ants. What do you know? I think it's all acrylic. Does it say? No. Oh my god, the ants. So it is medium weight, 385 yards. I have this in black and orange. I've already made Pom Poms with those, but I saved the white because I figured that would be the easiest to show you how we're going to do this. Now, normally when you open a new ball of yarn, you want to leave the label on and pull out this part in the middle because you want, and usually you're going to get all the guts, you want the ball, as you're pulling the yarn out, to collapse into the middle instead of pulling out from the outside. But for this, we are going to pull from the inside like you would if you were knitting or crocheting. So this is the end from the inside of the ball. Then let's look at the ball. The one going into the inside, this is the outside. So this is the beginning of the thread right here. This is the end. I'm going to double this up because if I'm doing two at a time, that's less rotations I have to do, that's less stress on my arms, my body, all that. So I'm just going to tie this on here. Doesn't have to be super tight. And I'm going to drop my ball to the ground. Don't worry, it's pretty clean. And this is my starting point. So I'm going to start turning the... let's see how much stuff I knock over. I thought I did this already. I'm going to turn this, and this is one rotation. So every time it comes back to me, right here, where we started, that's going to be one rotation. I know this thing is taking up the entire screen and you can't see all of it. It'll be okay in a minute. And mine's kind of hanging up, so I'm just going to pull some loose and start going. So this is 2, 3, 4, 35, that's 70, 36, 37, 38 is what? 70, 38 is 40, 76, 38 times 2. I'm gonna just give it one more. Okay. So here's where we started. There's a little bit of looseness in here from where that knot was, but we're about to cut this into like 30 other pieces. It don't matter. So I'm going to wrap this around here because that's just where we're ending, and I'm going to pull out, let's see, I'm going to go to here, measure this 4 times, and and then like 2 more times for our knots. So you don't need a tremendous amount of yarn because we're going to be tying knots with this, and you don't want to have to be pulling back and forth, but this is more than generous. All right, I'm going to put my yarn over there. This is going to start here, and what I'm going to do, because I was trying to do this the first time I did this, I just, it's like every time I do something I learn the better, faster, more efficient way to do it. So this is what I have decided is the most convenient. I know with my measurements, the pom-poms I'm making, there's always going to be a tie on these edges. So I measure from here to here. Well, I start measuring here, lined up. Let me move this in some. I got my 0 lined up right here, and I'm going to mark at 2. Oh, I messed it up. I'm going to mark at 3, 6, 9, 12, and then the next one will go here. It'll tie there, so I don't need to put a mark there because I know. And this one is 3, 6, 9, and 12. It's just every 3 inches. So our pom-poms are 75 strands of yarn cut at 3 inches. Okay, so this is where all our ties are going to be made, and this is just, if I tried to do this by hand with a pom-pom maker, with a template, it would kill my hands, and it would take so long. So here's our tail. Of course, it's all wrapped around here now. I'm going to start off by zooming in. Okay, and I'm moving this so the glare doesn't blind both of us. Alright, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to start by going underneath and coming up on the left side of this thing. This peg, I guess. And I'm going to wrap underneath once. I'm just making a knot, but I'm going to make a double knot because this is where we're starting to tie off our pom-poms. Okay, so I'm going to move this so it's centered on this peg, and then pull it nice and tight. Now, acrylic yarn, not the sturdiest thing in the world, but pull it as tight as you can. I don't know if you can see that right there on my finger. I've been making these for I started them yesterday, so it's been like 2 days of me making these, and I have like a rug burn right there, so I need like a piece of tape or something. So if you need that, grab it. I forgot to grab it. I'm not going to stop the video to go do that. Okay, so this is, I mean, that's where I messed up marking. Of course, it had to be on the white one. It's the first time I mess up marking. But I'm just bringing it over to the section, pulling my tail through twice, making sure it's still in the section, snugging it up, and then tightening it. And you want to make sure that is super tight because that's the only thing holding this together. And then here's my next section. I'm going to go around and make my loop. See, right now I'm having to pull and pull to get it through, but once we get closer to the edge, it won't be so long, and it'll be a little easier because this is kind of taxing. Not like physically taxing, just, you know, I'm not mobile. Y'all know I'm not mobile, I don't move. Okay, so that one's on the mark. Pull it. Literally pull it until you hear it like squeak. And around here. Go through twice. 1, 2, sure it's on your mark. Pull tight. I know y'all heard that. Hopefully. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. We're all... Did I tie this off already? Yeah, I must have. Okay. But let's do it again. I know I did, but now I'm just like, Okay. Now to just finish this off, I'm just gonna tie this in a actual square knot. I don't know what that was before, but I'm gonna pull these out and just trim them like halfway. And then to cut this, you're legit just going to go in the center. I don't mark them. Oh. I'll pull this out of here and get this the hell out of the way. It'd be nice if there was a way to keep it on the Swift so you could keep that tension while you were cutting, but you know, you cut it off as soon as you're done. But I just hold them like this. Figure I'm in about the middle and cut. And there's a Pom Pom in a couple of minutes instead of, I mean, I could have probably made like 2, and the time it's gonna make me to make all these, which I think is 20. And then they will go, this is how I'm organizing them. These are all my 75, oh no, these are, okay, these are the little ones. Wait, why does that look bigger than that one? Did I put these in the wrong bag? These are the smaller ones, I think. Yeah, these are gotta be the smaller ones. So that's what those look like, I think. See, I can feel some of these have zip ties on them, which was very nice. Yeah, these are the bigger ones. So I'm just keeping them in bags, so when I go, I might actually have enough to make it. This is a lot of Pom Poms. Yeah, I just have to make some more little white ones. But these are all my 75 threes. These are 50 strands, and they were cut every 2 inches. So these end up being like 2 inches, and these end up being 3 inches. So, I mean, oh wait, no. You go over here. You come over here. Okay. Y'all stay over there. And you guys stay here. So this is where I'm at right now. I still need to make the smaller white ones, and then I can start putting them on the wreath. So that will be next, but I'm not going to do that now. I just wanted to get the Pom Pom filming done so I could clear this table off, because as you've seen, it's a mess. I'll be right back. Alright, I got all my Pom Poms made. I have 2 inches, 3 inches, and I have some, are these actually 4? Yeah, they're about, well, no. Why are these not 4 inches, guys? These were cut 4 inches apart. I just put all the yarn together. I guess if you stretch it out, it's 4 inches. So these are my biggest ones. I have the 3 inches, the 2 inches. These are the cable ties that I ended up using. These are from Walmart. They're $1.97 for 100, and they're 4 inches, little bitty, really good quality. But Dollar Tree, I knew somewhere else had them, I just didn't know it was Dollar Tree. They also have, these are 3.8 inches. Just say 4, nobody cares. But these are really thin. Can you see how thin those are? But these, I know, like when you go to pull them, if you pull them with pliers to tighten them like I have to because of my hands, sometimes they snap. So, whatever. These are $1 and you get 50 of these, but you also get 50 of the longer ones. So, the ones I did this morning, I had my therapy, my virtual therapy, and while I was talking, I just finished my white Pom Poms, my 2-inch Pom Poms with the clear cable ties. And this is a styrofoam wreath base. I got this, I was going to use something else for this, but I saw this and I was like, let me just use that. I got this at Dollar General way after Christmas, like 2 years ago. It was on a table and it said 25 cents for everything. Like everything on the table was 25 cents. So I think I bought like 3 or 4 of these. But I'm going to start with my biggest ones and just kind of put them around and then fill in with everything because I want it to be pretty tightly packed. Like I want it to look like a big fluffy monster. I don't know how much it's going to look like the original wreath, but that's fine. So I'm kind of putting it on the, I left a little nub of the cable tie exposed. Can we see that right there? Yeah, just a little bit of it exposed so I could stick it in like that. And I'm just gonna kind of go north, south, east, west, fill it in between. But like this one's on the outside, this one's kind of on the top. The next one I'm gonna do is gonna be on the inside. So just disperse them evenly. And I don't think I'm gonna use all these because there's a lot of them. Okay, I am almost done with this. I've gone all along the inside, all along the outside. So now I'm just going to go in and feel where maybe I can stick another little Pom Pom. And what I've learned from working on this so far is, excuse me, putting the glue on the form seems to work better. I would not use a hot glue gun. I would use a cool temp because it cools quicker. You don't have much working time. I mean, these are kind of all over the place. And if you leave that little tab, oh no, I'm almost out of Pom Poms. If you leave that little tab from the zip tie, which you should definitely use, it's just it's easier to poke it in there. Because a lot of these I glued them down and then I was going around to add something else and it like wasn't even glued down because some of the glue overlapped, the yarn overlapped the glue, so it's like I was gluing nothing to itself, you know? Black one right there. And smash it down good because it's a tight fit. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so there it is. It was, I think the yarn was $2.50 each. That's $7.50 for the yarn. Maybe $1 worth of, I don't think there's 100 Pom Poms on here. Say like $2 worth of cable ties. And the wreath form was like 25 cents. So under $10, $10 yarn wreath. This looks a little checkery down here, but you know, it feels nice. Oh, it feels like a cheap carpet. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys like this. This is my first non-Christmas project I've worked on in what feels like forever, so yay, Halloween! Alright guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.